right, we have Mr. Abimiko Monday now on the show as the essay on strategic communications to Mr. Nafiu Bala Gombe. Mr. Monday, good morning and a happy new year to you.
Good morning, Karode Kikiolu and the other uncle. Thank you for having me.
That's Bukola Koka. So, Mr. Monday,
Bukola Koka.
Right. So speak to us. What exactly is going on? Where did Mr. Nafiu Bala Gombe come from all of a sudden, saying he's a national chairman and saying, well, Mr. Peter Obi is only reportedly registered as a member of the ADC. Did he really say that, or is it AI?
Okay, first of all, I am Dr. Abimiko Monday. I'm the essay on strategic communications to the National Party Chairman of the ADC. That's Nafiu Bala Gombe.
Well, the national chairman, according to INEC, is Senator David Mark, by the way.
That's INEC, but INEC doesn't determine who the leadership of a party is. They only recognize those that they feel deemed to recognize following possibly some of the laid down rules and regulations, or let me say procedures they have seen. Basically, let me swing into the issue as it were. Looking at the current imbroglio rocking the ADC, I've appeared, severally on different platforms to talk about this earlier last year, before the year wind up. So the issue here basically is that the David Mark-led leadership actually just jumped into the party through the former chairman, Ralph Nwosu, and hijacked the party. So if you're with me, the ADC is a setup, is a system. It has a constitution, it has a legal document that is binding on members, and then that guides their activities. Now, if you look at Article 9, Section 4 of the ADC Constitution, to be eligible to hold party position at the national or zonal office or level, you must be a member for at least 2 years. And such a member must not have made payments, financial membership. His financial membership should not be less than 2 years period and up to date. So if you look at the way David Mark and Aregbesola and the rest came into the party, you know that their coming contravenes that aspect of the Constitution, which says that you must be a member for at least 2 years. So they just came in and boom, they were declared as leaders of the party, jettisoning other people who have been in the party, who have been in the leadership of the party, particularly Nafiu Gombe. Now, even if they said that they have done an amendment of the Constitution according to Article 29 of the ADC Constitution will be done in a national congress, or national convention, where two-thirds majority of members are present, and they will vote, either way. So, you see, with all of this, you know that they just bought in and are claiming the leadership. So, regarding the issue of Peter Obi, I don't know if you're with me.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, regarding the issue of Peter Obi joining the party, if you look at Article 8, subsection 1, 2, and 3 of the ADC Constitution, it also talks about how a person can join the party. You join at the electoral ward, not at the zonal office. And if there is a case of rejection at the electoral ward, you appeal to the local government. No, from there, you can, if in the case where you do not have access to registration of the party, you also can approach the NEC, that is the National Executive Committee of the party. So which of these have they really done? Now it tells you that they jump through the fence or whichever means to the party, and they want to hijack the existing structure from the legitimate owners of the party.
Do you have evidence? Do you have evidence that they have not gone through that process? Because you're actually asking, which means you probably don't know.
I am not asking.
So do you have evidence that they didn't register at the electoral ward or the electoral level?
They didn't register at the electoral ward, sir.
Where did they register?
If you check the declaration, the declaration that Obi appeared and said he has defected and he has registered, it is in Enugu, not the electoral ward.
But Mr. Monday, do you have you got reports from Mr. Peter Obi's ward in Anambra State to confirm that indeed he hasn't officially defected or officially registered his membership of the ADC in the Anambra chapter?
Of course, the leadership of the ADC in Anambra, particularly in his ward, has confirmed to us that he did not approach them to register, except if they put in another parallel leadership there where they can have their way, and at their beck and call.
And you can provide us with that evidence?
You see, when you talk about providing with the evidence, it can only be maybe a phone call will show you, or we'll get a document, possibly. I didn't know we are going to be presenting those evidences here, since I know that I'm not appearing before a law court. So I did not come with those things you are talking about. But as regards the call and whatever that we've had with the ward chairman, it showed clearly that there was no such approach by Mr. Peter Obi.
All right, we'll await you providing us with that.
Just before that, pardon
narration, yeah.
Who is the ward chairman you spoke to? Do you know his name?
The national chairman spoke to him directly.
Yeah, who was the person's name, the ward chairman that was spoken to? Do you remember?
What? Hello?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Mr. Chukuma.
Is that the full name? Chukuma who?
Chukuma, I think Azubike.
All right.
Mr. Chukuma Azubike. Okay, we'll do our own independent findings as well. But
okay,
I'd like to know a bit more about this Nafiu Gombe-led executive of the ADC. And I'll put it in context. We know that the former leadership resigned voluntarily, and it was reported, and handed over to the new leadership, and we saw that big launch of the ADC that is now led by former Senate President David Mark. So tell us when congresses were held that saw the election of Nafiu Gombe and other executives of this ADC group.
Sorry, I also asked for evidences to show where you saw the agreement. The agreements you are referring to, that is one.
I didn't mention an agreement. I talked about a report of Mr. Ralph Nwosu voluntarily resigning.
So can you provide? Can you also provide that report? That is on one side.
Monday, it is over the internet. They spoke themselves. All right, I'm sure you probably watched that. Yeah. And when they handed over to Senator David Mark, so that's evidence for you. Thank you.
I'm still responding to that.
All right.
Now you are talking about the report of the stepping down of the leadership of Ralph Nwosu and giving way to the leadership of factional leadership of David Mark. Now the question is, when that happened, was Nafiu Gombe not a national ESCO of that party or of the party at that time? Bala Gombe has been the vice chairman North-East as far as the party is concerned. And all those agreements were done, you know, he was not carried along. And at the same time, what you should be looking at is, by the constitution of this party, Article 9, as I've rightly mentioned earlier, which says that for you to be eligible to be or to hold a position at the national level, you should have been a member of the party for at least 2 years. And you should also be an up-to-date financial member of the party. So within the period that you're talking about, was it up to 2 years that leadership was given to the David Mark-led faction?
We acknowledge your point, Mr. Monday, but I'd like you to speak to when power was handed over to the Nafiu Gombe-led executive. What's the procedure, according to your constitution, for the election of a new national leadership for your party? Aren't there congresses that are supposed to be held and a convention that will see the election of new national chairman, vice chairman, treasurers, legal advisor? So help us understand when that event took place.
Now, the Constitution also stipulates that in a case where you have such, let's say, handover of power where congresses did not hold or convention did not hold, the next officer can take leadership. For instance, one of the vice chairmen can step in acting capacity. So we are not saying that Gombe came into a convention. He stepped in acting capacity. So that should be done before you begin to transit power to another body through a national convention. So that is what the Constitution says. And they did not obey that aspect of the Constitution.
Right.
All their activities contravene the Constitution because of their desperation to hijack the party.
Okay, so you're saying that basically he announced himself as national chairman. That's what happened, actually. And
he is the acting national chairman, yes, as duly recognized, yes, but by state chairman and all other leadership strata of the ADC.
How many state chairmen recognize him?
The 36 state chairmen, of course.
Including the chairman of Enugu, ADC Enugu state.
Of course. You know, the fact remains that when this faction came in a bid for them to hold their grounds, what they did was to begin to bring in people and just name them as chairmen of state, ward, and their local government. Well, that's what they did.
Well, Mr. Monday, we have to anchor now. But if you're saying that the whole 36 state chairmen recognize him, I mean, where are they? Even if they can't go to court, they will at least protest or issue statements. There's been none of that. There's been a lull. But on a final note, for the sake of full disclosure, because Mr. Nafiu Bala Gombe was meant to join us, is there a reason why he could not join us and you are representing him instead?
Yeah, he is actually not in good health, so he is responding to treatment. So that's why he asked me to represent him as his aide on strategic communication.
And just in 5 seconds, Mr. Monday, before you go, is Mr. Dumebi Kachiku with you on your side, with the Nafiu Gombe side?
You see, that he may be the one to come and explain because, you know, when it comes to politics, the one thing that is permanent is interest.
All right.
So, yeah, so it is possible he chooses where he wants to be.
So even if he's not on the David Mark side, he's not with you either?
I am not saying so, but I'm only saying it would be better he responds to that.
All right. There's something you have to clear for us quickly.
Okay.
How was he able to release that statement? Our best wishes to him on his health. But did he release the statement in spite of the ill health, or was that done by someone else?
As at the time he released the statement, his health has not gotten to the level where he cannot avail himself. So, are you with me?
Yes, please.
So when, you know, because it got to a level where he may not be able to come himself. That's why he directed that I should represent him.
All right. We have to thank you for your time and wish him the very best. We've been speaking with Mr. Bimiko Monday, who's representing Mr. Nafiu Bala Gombe.
Finally, sorry, before I go, sir.
Right. 5 seconds.
Are you with me?
5 seconds, please. We have to anchor now.
Okay, 5 seconds. You know, the matter is, we still have a matter filed in the Federal High Court.
All right.
Restraining INEC from recognizing the David Mark-led faction on those grounds that we have mentioned.
All right.
Because their presence or their movement into the party is illegal.
All right.
Based on those sections of the constitutions I have quoted to you.
We have to run now, Mr. Bimiko Monday. We understand that, and that's a case we're also following in court. So we'll see how it plays out. But we have to thank you once again for your time on the program.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
We'll take a moment now, and when we return, we've had cases of very troubling fire incidents in Lagos. The recent one still leaves a very bad taste in the mouth, and a family of those concerned are still mourning, particularly because of the way and manner the building was constructed, perhaps access to the building and the eventual rescue procedure. It's a lot to speak to, particularly when it comes to building code. So what must we do to ensure that we have better laws to ensure that we adhere strictly to building codes? I will speak to that in a moment, so stay with us. We'll be right back.